World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.
Good day to all of our listeners here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service. This is World News in 5 and I'm your host, Steph Vicente. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen says she has discussed the growing tensions between the United States and Europe over Greenland with a U.S. congressional delegation in Davos, Switzerland. CNN reports von der Leyen said she met with members of the U.S. Congress from both political parties and stressed the need to fully respect the sovereignty of Greenland and the Kingdom of Denmark. She said this issue is crucial to maintaining strong transatlantic relations following remarks by U.S. President Donald Trump, who threatened tariffs on several allies unless a deal is reached for the U.S. to purchase the Danish territory. World leaders are gathering in Davos this week for the World Economic Forum held under the theme A Spirit of Dialogue. Von der Leyen added that the European Union remains ready to work closely with the United States, NATO, and other allies alongside Denmark to protect shared security interests. She also warned that proposed tariffs would go against the shared interest of longtime allies. In other news stories, Japanese Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi has announced she will dissolve parliament on Friday, setting the stage for an early national election on February 8. Speaking at a news conference in Tokyo, Takaichi said the decision was a serious one that would allow the Japanese people to help decide the country's future. The BBC reports Takaichi, Japan's first female prime minister, has enjoyed strong public approval since taking office in October. However, her ruling party is trailing in some opinion polls, making the election a political gamble. This will be Japan's second general election in 2 years and will test voter support for Takaichi's plans, including higher public spending at a time when rising living costs remain a major concern. Takaichi said she wants a clear mandate from voters, stressing that her leadership has not yet been tested in a nationwide election. Campaigning officially starts on January 27 for the 465 seats in the powerful lower house of parliament. Her Liberal Democratic Party currently leads a fragile coalition government. Known as Japan's Iron Lady, Takaichi has promised to revive the economy after years of slow growth. And finally, South Korea is seeking a joint bid with North Korea to have Taekwondo recognized by UNESCO as a shared intangible cultural heritage. Yonhap reports officials in Seoul said Taekwondo was selected as the next candidate for a joint or expanded UNESCO listing, with an application expected to be submitted by March. The move follows North Korea's own application filed last year to recognize Taekwondo as part of its cultural heritage. A decision on that bid is expected later this year during a UNESCO meeting in China. If approved, this would become only the second joint UNESCO heritage listing between the two Koreas after traditional wrestling known as Shirum in 2018. For North Korea, Taekwondo would be its sixth UNESCO-listed intangible heritage. South Korea currently has 23 items on the list. Seoul is also pursuing UNESCO recognition for other traditional practices, including hanji or traditional Korean paper. And that concludes today's edition of World News in 5. For Radyo Pilipinas World Service, this has been Steph Vicente. Good day and stay safe, everyone.
World News in 5.
Right now.
News and developments making headlines around the world in 5 minutes. World News in 5. Here on Radyo Pilipinas World Service.